YouTube, back with another video. Dwayne Wade, really don't have nothing to say too much about him. It's a tragedy. As you see, father figures are really important to your kids' lives. Also, we can get into the evil schools that's going on in Pennsylvania. And I always tell people, especially blacks, brown, whatever, stay out of Pennsylvania. It's a place in Lehigh Valley called Hella County. Y'all guys can look it up. It's like a satanic school for teens. It's really, really evilness. This stuff been going on for a long time. It's just slowly but surely getting out there because we got social media. You know, we have YouTube today to help push messages. And it's a lot of Ku Klux Klan members also within Delaware County of Pennsylvania, all throughout Pennsylvania, not just one county, but it's spread out. They have meetings where they have cross burnings and stuff, and recruits for the police department, fire department, hospital workers, politicians, anything to keep them in power. You have to get out of there. You know, even if you Caucasian, you know, if you don't want to be part of that agenda, because not all y'all bad, I suggest y'all move too. You know, there's a variety of places where you can live other than Pennsylvania. I just speak mostly about Pennsylvania because I've been in that area for a while, so I kind of like know how it is. But you also have Delaware that's right there. You also have Jersey, and you also have New York. You also have Massachusetts, Wisconsin, Maryland, Virginia. It's very, 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 very evil places to live. So my advice to you guys is, I know it's hard. It's easy said than done. Somehow, some way, you got to save some money up. You have to. I don't care if you got to rent a room. I don't care if you live in your car. You got to save some money because I'm even lost at words. I'm really not much to say. We already know this stuff, but I'm going to just continue to just keep throwing it out there. Mississippi as well. If you guys can, I know I push to come to, you know, like to California, Nevada. Those places are starting to get a little worse as far as police brutality. California always kind of had its ups and downs, but we already know stolen from the Mexicans. That used to be Mexico. So that's why so many Mexicans that's there, you know. And a lot of them are cool. I dealt with Mexicans. They're cool. They're laid back. You know what I'm saying? Once you get on their good side, you're good. I know because in my circle, I had enough of them to help me out, you know. So keep that in mind, by the way. Always keep them close. They're cool peoples. It's just when you get up in them prison gangs, that's when you have problems. That's anywhere you go, right? However, I don't want to keep skipping over topics and confusing everybody going from one subject to another. But as far as the states I named over there on the East Coast, also down south, get away from there too. Because what they're doing is they're coming up with rules just so they can put you back in jail. Anything. They can, I'll give you an example. Oh yeah, well they can't be outside walking without socks and sneakers on. That carries 2 to 4 years. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. I'm just making examples so you guys can understand of how they create these BS laws just to keep you fenced in. Because they know somebody going to fall for it and make the mistake falling into their hands. Because when you put laws on everything, guess what? Everybody's going to break them, right? When you put it on everything you do in life, shit, it's going to be a law just to suck in oxygen next. Like, this land is just built off of slavery. So what do you expect? Only thing changed is the faces. That's it. And we got internet now. That's all. Technology. Internet. Big deal. We still enslaved though, mentally. And I know I get on the women and the men a lot about women want to be baddies. Not all, but enough. And us men, we got to stop glorifying that. Because by us keep glorifying that, if we just take the attention and the validation away from that, maybe these women will act like women. This stuff been said the early 2000s. We didn't listen. You know, it's out of control now. It's so funny how they can get rid of Backpage, right? But they still have OnlyFans. They supposedly got rid of it for a short period of time, but it's back. Oh, government, I get it now. I understand. It's just like living in Nevada. Prostitution is legal there. When you're giving them something, it's okay. I think I'm starting to understand the government now, guys. Uncle Sam is our friend, right? When are we going to wake up? As long as you're giving these cowards money, you could do sort of, you see, I'm quoting sort of, a little bit of everything. Now, as far as these judges and these DAs, clerk of courts, we need to get rid of them. Some way, somehow. We got to push them out of the water. We don't need them to tell us that we're from right from wrong. Now, if you touching kids, like raping them and stuff and doing this crazy stuff to them and killing people for no reason, I can't speak for you. Now, if you've been falsely accused and you didn't do it, then I could speak for you. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody, just because they accused of a crime don't mean that they did it. You just going by off what these people that weren't even there thinking. That's BS. That's hearsay. How can you convict me of somebody else say? Like I said, I've been through a situation where I didn't do anything wrong and I had paperwork and they still found some way to piss shit on me. So I know, I'm speaking from experience. You know what I'm saying? I got paperwork to back up everything I'm saying. If anybody wanted to challenge me, you know what I'm saying? I had paperwork. But because I was accused of assault, which I never even put my hands on anybody. You know what I'm saying? The person didn't even come to court. And they still pissed stuff on me. The judge was biased against me because I was black. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. It's done and it's over with. My message to you guys is stay away from the East Coast and the South. Stay away from there. I don't know how many times I gotta warn you. I mean, how many times other bloggers gotta keep reminding you guys it's not for you. Now, racism is all throughout the country. We all know that. What makes Pennsylvania and Virginia and other states like Massachusetts so dangerous is it's a law called Commonwealth. And let me explain to you guys what that means. Commonwealth, if you beat a case, right, they can re-pick it back up and retrial you after you beat it. Now, that's not double jeopardy. I don't know what is. That's what makes it dangerous. Other states, if you beat cases, that's it. It's over. They can't do nothing to you no more. Hell, look at Bill Cosby. His cases was from the 80s. Pennsylvania still knocked him upside his head. You know what I'm saying? The only reason he got out of there is because he had powerful people on his side, which is called Beta Sigma Boule. And you can look that up in Pennsylvania. You know what I'm saying? It's all throughout the country, though. But basically in the Philadelphia area and the city of Chester area, right? It was high Freemasonry within those areas. There's symbols all over the churches and stuff. I don't know where a lot of you from. You rode through Chester, Philly. You know where I'm coming from. You know, even though the Beta Sigma Boule is everywhere. You know, like it's all over New York, Virginia, Jersey. It's everywhere. I just named Philadelphia and Chester because I know a lot of people that's going through some stuff right now. And that's talking about how you picking up cases and all that. Because like I said, it happened with me. You know, they picked something up on me, and I didn't even do it. And I'm up here like I gotta go to court. I got pulled over. I didn't even know I had warrants. You know what I'm saying? And they telling me, yeah, you gotta go to court for this. You gotta go to court for that. I'm like, for what? I didn't do shit. But that's just what they do. They do this to ruin your life. They create these setbacks so they can keep control of your lives. Even if they don't get a conviction out of you, they're gonna re-pick it back up. That's why they always say in these states you gotta have the right complexion for the connection. You know what I'm saying? Because that racism stuff, y'all. I don't know if I have Caucasian watchers or not, but listen, like, I'm not degrading your whole race because it ain't all y'all, but that stuff is really real. Like if you look at history, like they really, white supremacy is out to destroy us. You know, and I have some Caucasian watchers. I'm quite sure look at my videos, and I always speak on races because like you gotta understand where my people coming from of how much hatred that your kind have towards us. Not all you guys are bad. I'm not saying that. You know, it's just the way how white supremacy has an effect on our people. It's like it's no slowing it down. There's no stopping it. It's been here for almost 400 or 500 years. It's never going to go nowhere. Never. So you have to understand, put yourself in our shoes. Let's just say we invented the time machine, like Back to the Future, and we switch roles. How would you feel every time you gotta go to court, knowing you're innocent, and all your drawers is black, and they find you guilty because you white? How would you feel? Or how would you feel that you have a bunch of black people showing up at your house, children youth service, taking your kid out your household because they don't want your family with you? How would you feel? Or how would you feel every time you get pulled over, you racially profiled because you driving in the wrong neighborhood? How would you feel? You know, I'm just throwing this at you just to know how fed up we are as people. This stuff been going on for a long time. That's just why I explain so much about this racism stuff, because too many people in my family didn't educate me. I got educated on Malcolm X and I got in my teens, you know, and I got into him more and more when I got in my 20s. I wish I'd have had him when I was Tyler. He was like a flashlight in the dark in my life. Once I started listening to him and Dr. Clint Muhammad, like Steve Coakley, Bobby Hemmett, I could say Edgar Megar, Huey Newton, you know, Fred Hamilton. These guys did something to me. They woke me up, you know? So I just hope you guys understand where I'm coming from. Y'all, we got to stand up. We got to fight the system best way we can. Also, shout out to my passport bros, because you can get love over here. It's time to escape. You know what I'm saying? If you can find a decent woman here, more power to you. If you can't, go find it somewhere else, you know? And it's another thing that they're doing. They are upping all the prices on everything just so you behind can stay right here where they got you. Airline tickets, gas, or whatever. All this is agenda to keep us boxed in. Like, comment, share, subscribe. This video was a little motivation and to wake you guys up and to shed some light on the darkest places on the East Coast where you can't go near if you colored. You know what I'm saying? Get out of there fast as you can. Start working on some money, working on a plan. Trust me, get your kids out of there, because behind the scenes, you don't know what they put in their head, because they might come home one day and be like, oh, my mom and dad did this and that. You know what I'm saying? They do that too. They plot shit. They put shit in kids' heads. Because they, you know, I seen it. They try to do it to me against my parents. Try to tell me, oh, yeah, your mom and dad, blah, blah, blah. They try to get me to turn on my parents so they can pull me out of the household. That is the agenda as well. You guys take care. Enjoy your weekend. Holla at your boy. I got more coming. Like I said, equipment for my camera and all that should be here as soon as possible. Take care. Holla.